Nottingham Forest 0, Liverpool 1. Let's just deal with the controversy.
What controversy? Well, it's a mistake. It's a mistake from Paul Tierney. Simple as that. But Liverpool scored 2 minutes later. Is it a massive clanger? Yeah, but Liverpool scored 2 minutes later. And apparently, I've not seen it.
Are you saying 2 minutes is a long enough time for Forrest to deal with it?
I get it. The ball would have obviously... Listen, Forrest would be on the attack. And who knows, maybe Forrest score. But you can't say you lost directly for that. The probability of you actually scoring with the ball... Yeah, you probably don't lose the game. I get it, but there's too much happens in between to directly blame that incident on Liverpool's goal. They may have found a different way of doing it at that late stage in the game, piling so many men into the box.
Makeshift team, though, for Liverpool, a little bit.
It's a super result. Super result.
Take it.
I actually predicted them to get beat.
Yeah.
And when I saw the team, when I was at White Hart Lane on Saturday, I saw the team... I thought you're going to be in trouble with that line because there was no Endo as well. I thought Endo would probably play. So massive credit for them getting through this. Me and Clayton have spoken about this a bit recently. For them, it's like keep winning. If you can beat City as well, they will feel invincible going into that running. Honestly, they will, because the worst of it's out the way. They'll see a path in the running where they're more I think the most difficult away game left would probably be Manchester United and some of the other more difficult games they've got, like Tottenham is at home. Admittedly, sorry, they do go to Villa in game week 37, but you might even get to a scenario there where Liverpool have the title in their hands and Villa have fourth wrapped up. It might even look like a good fixture by that point. So they'll really fancy themselves in the running. I think some of their key players will be back this coming week. Nunez will know, Szoboszlai will know. Trent is going to be a no, but Mo's obviously going to be in contention. And get those three back on the pitch, Salah, Nunez, Szoboszlai, then it just looks a lot stronger. Alexis McAllister, really good XA at the weekend. Brilliant assist as well. Stays calm on his weak foot at a really important moment. And Nunez takes the big chance with a brilliant header. But Forrest missed key chances as well. I presume we're not looking at Liverpool this week. I don't suppose even if Mo's fit this week, people are suddenly, I'm going to break up my team for Mo with City at home. Even though I always say it's a good fixture for him, surely you're waiting for 30 now.
Yeah, 100%.
So I don't think there's new investment in Liverpool. It's probably holding on to your likes of Kelleher, Bradley. It's probably more a case do you play them or not this weekend. I think in most scenarios you're probably going to be quite nervous about that, particularly if you watched City yesterday. So it's Forrest. Forrest are more of interest. Can we say, by the way, before Liverpool's goal, Matt Sells made one absolutely brilliant save, which would have been for an own goal. And quite quietly, he's gone in goal and done okay in comparison to what the other two were doing. That's obviously made them a little bit more stable.
Yeah.
The one that people are really going to be looking at is Anthony Elanga, who missed the big chance in the first half and obviously played up front. Now, he played up front with Divock Origi on the right. I suggested this time last week, keep an eye on Awoniyi because he was taken off at half-time against Villa, and it might be that he's not at 100%. Now, if Awoniyi is at 100%, he'll go back through the middle, I'm sure, and Elanga will go wide. There might have been something specific where they wanted Origi versus Robertson. I don't know the honest reason for that, but I think even if you think of Origi's spell at Liverpool, Klopp used him wide on occasion quite a lot, not necessarily just through the middle. So Elanga OOP doesn't necessarily stick, but the underlying data, generally speaking, is good. If you're going into this week, then it's Brighton away, which on paper looks tough, but it might be a heavily rotated Brighton, and you know you get chances against them. Luton away, 29, and the fixture in game week 30 isn't bad either. So they've got in game week 30 Palace at home, then it's Fulham at home, Tottenham away, Wolves at home, Everton away. If you're carrying a bit longer, now the Liverpool game's gone, Forest get right onto radar.
Yeah, for me, they're only a look at when I get around to wildcarding.
We discussed that you'd probably more likely buy a West Ham player than, say, a Barkley this week. But would you rather buy like an Elanga or a Barkley this week?
Barkley, I think.
Because of the double?
Yeah. And 29.
Yeah, I think the influence on that, it might also be whether you want Elanga in 30, because what I keep thinking as well is if I went for someone like Elanga, I keep thinking, well, when I get to 30, though, I can see him being my move to Palmer, even though they've got a good run. So it might be, if for those running through, if you're not wildcarding in 30, might be game week 30 would maybe swing it, with Elanga having Palace at home and Barkley going to Tottenham. But yeah, I think the double and then the home fixture, I'd probably still go Barkley personally, yeah.